It was just International Non-Binary Awareness Day, and a friend of mine posted about this, so I give Damn Dyke the credit for inspiration. People are often surprised by me, I think, because I'm a transsexual woman, but I'm not hyper-feminized. I'm non-binary. And I don't think I could ever be completely male or female. That just seems like an impossibility. And I think that's mostly because they're a fiction, you know? Of course, we have people that have male genitalia and women that have female sex characteristics, etc. But our society does a lot of constructing around what that actually means that has no relationship with reality. It's just a way to save brain power, I think, and to stereotype and categorize people in a sense that is not actually real. They'll say, yes, it is real. I mean, just look and see what your characteristics are, but that's not exactly how it works out, because every society has different characteristics they ascribe to male or female. And for me, why would you ever want to be binary? Why would you ever want to be just male or just female? Just a man or just a woman? To me, that seems like a horrible box to be in. And actually it was. It was a terrible, terrible box. And I was incredibly unhappy with the box that men are put in, because men are not nearly given the leeway of gender expression that people assigned female at birth are. And I've heard a lot of trans men complain about this. Like, I knew a trans man who would always say, I'm going to go potty whenever he went to the bathroom, just because he thought it was ridiculous that men would have to say, I'm going to the restroom, or whatever that is, you know. In a sense, I feel like transsexual people and gender nonconforming people like myself are here to teach people that there are no rules when it comes to that. Gender is free-form. Gender is not restricted. And when it is restricted, it creates a miserable way of living your life that is without option and without opportunity to do things the way you really want them frequently. Truly, everybody should strive to be non-binary, in my opinion, because we all are, whether you want to or not. You'll just be somewhere on the spectrum of, these are things we ascribe to male, these are things we ascribe to female, but, you know, if it's masculine or feminine, who really gives a shit? It doesn't matter. Be the most fully realized person you can be with all the best aspects of male or female, and leave all the worst aspects of male or female behind, because ultimately they're useless terms, and to me they have done nothing to help humanity and all kinds of things to harm it, from my perspective. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. How non-binary are you? Do you think being binary, male or female, is appropriate for you? I certainly have some friends who, you know, they seem to be happy with it, but, and more power to them, I suppose. I don't see why you'd want to. And I certainly don't. A big challenge for me was learning to be truly myself when I first started to transition, and let myself out of the male box. You know, learning how to be exactly who I wanted to be. Not necessarily that I had to be all girly all the time. And I certainly tried out a lot of that stuff to see what worked for me, but I also felt free to let it go when it didn't work for me. And I feel like that's freedom is all too often missing in our society, because there's a lot of fear based on what could happen. And I don't see what the fear is coming from, but it's fear of the unknown, it's fear of change, and it's unfounded fear that we really had best move away from. So, let me know what you think. How do you feel about people like me who are transsexual and also non-binary? May you be at peace, may you be well, may you be blessed. If you found this at all useful, may you share it, please, to somebody who might like it. If you enjoyed this video, may you please subscribe. Thank you. Aloha. Blessings.